Get some more light. Let's see if that helps. Sitting right in front of the windows, but it's kind of a gray, cloudy day in Washington, so it doesn't even matter that I'm sitting right in front of the windows. It's kind of gray. So trying to get as many lights on as I can. And I've opened up all the windows, but being a nice gray Washington day, it doesn't seem to matter that the windows are right here. Sorry. All right, I'm still just getting a couple things set up, but I am almost there. I hope everybody's having a good day. All right, so I have one of the 9x13 tiles here. And I have a bunch of light switch covers for today. I have a bunch of smaller tiles. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? How was your trip? You're back by now, I think. I think I saw a couple videos on the way back. So how was your trip? Do you have family back? I think it was New Jersey. Do you have family back there? Hey, Amber, how are you doing? Yes, I am back. I am back. We are going to paint this 9x13 tile. And I honestly do not have all that many paints over here by me. I should have grabbed a couple more. I might have to go grab a couple more here in a minute. But that's okay. We got this. Oh, you know what I didn't do, though? Oh, shoot. I wonder if you guys are a little too close. Maybe I should. I'm going to lift the camera just a little bit. Oh, your wife has a family in New Jersey. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, just a moment, guys. I'm just lifting the camera up. I have like one of those wooden crates, and I should have done this before I started. Sorry about that. I'm a little unorganized this morning. Okay. Let's see. Sorry for jiggling you guys all about. I probably jiggled you all about. Okay. There. And then I'm not right on top of things. And it seems to help with the focus when it's not super, super on top of it. Okay. You can see the stupid cord of it, though. I hate that. Okay, then you don't have to see the cord. All right. So the other day, right at the end of my stream, the internet quit on me. And so we called, and it was an outage in the area. But then while we were on the phone with them, since it was an outage in the area, we told them we have been having terrible issues with our internet. And it's mainly been when I'm streaming. And I used to never buffer. I used to never have issues with the internet. And then all of a sudden, the last like 3 weeks. So they said that they gave us some pointers on resetting some stuff. And then I guess there was a higher speed package. So we went ahead and signed up for the Pro or whatever. So I'm really hoping that it makes a difference today. So this is the first day with the new Pro internet. So hopefully that'll work. Xfinity, what used to be CenturyLink, but now they've changed to Xfinity. I don't know. It's been so many different names. Or no, we used to have CenturyLink and we changed to Xfinity, actually, I think is how it goes. Maybe they're not the same thing now that I think about it. I think we changed to Xfinity. But so, yeah, well, I'm hoping that this newer, higher speed will be a little bit helpful. And then I have also ordered a certain cord where I can hook it straight up to an Ethernet cord. so I can hook my laptop straight to the router, straight to the modem or whatever. I don't know all the lingo. So I'm just spreading some white here on this 9x13 tile. And I've just been putting like a picture hanger back on these and making them into like a painting, a picture. I didn't know what to, these were given to me, so might as well paint them up. Oh, it's getting paint everywhere. Who do you guys do you like for your internet? Okay, I'm going to put some paint down the middle of this. What used to be Charter. Oh, do you see? I live really rural, and Charter. I've asked other people, and they say out here, well, what used to be Charter, I guess now it's Spectrum. You say? Well, they say that that does not work for them. They do not like that one. So I'm really limited in my options. So yeah, we don't have cable either. We just I honestly don't watch much of any sort of like shows. Well, I watch my Grey's Anatomy. I always watch Grey's Anatomy. But other than that, I don't watch a lot of TV, maybe some documentaries here and there. And then I'm trying to decide what color is going to go on here. I think we're going to make it fun. I'm going to put some of this citron, this bright green. But yeah, oh, hi, Crafty Kate. Katie, how are you doing, Crafty Ladybug? Good morning. How are you doing? I read several of the chat things at one time, and then I get them all mixed up. I go to respond to Katie and Amber at the same time, and I can't even talk. But because I'm multitasking, reading one as I'm responding. But we don't have Verizon or AT&T out here. Let me get a little bit of a drink real quick. So, sorry, I went to talk after getting drink. I couldn't even talk. So yeah, we don't have all that many options, really. All right, now I am going to put, oh, I don't want that. Yeah, see, that's the problem is we are very limited in what internet we can have out here. And so the Xfinity used to be a perfect one. I mean, I streamed for, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 months with no issues. Now just last 3 weeks issues. But this is the new upgraded Pro internet. So let's hope that helps us. So guys, I've got my aquarium tubing. I'm now just going to blow out the edges a little bit of this to kind of give it some wispy edge, an abstract look to it. Xfinity is way better. Yeah, we switched to Xfinity. And honestly, Xfinity has better internet, but they honestly have the worst customer service. They are horrible to deal with. CenturyLink, in my opinion, in my experiences, was a way better company to deal with. Just their internet was not as good, but they were better to have to deal with if you had to call. But yeah, Xfinity is the better option for us. All right, take a little break and do the other side. I'll turn it around a little bit. Thank you, thank you. I'm saving up to get a small little tiny airbrush air compressor, and then I can just go psh, 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 and then I don't have to blow on it so much. So that's my next big toy I want to get, is the airbrush air compressor, because then that's much easier to just kind of psh, psh, and control it and put it where you want to and stuff. But for now, this works, so we just make it work. All right, thank you. So I'm going to put, I think, one more line of turquoise, because I've blown a lot of the turquoise up into the other side. All right, that'll help it a little bit. Oh, a good diamond painting. Yes. I have several that I think would make really nice diamond paintings. There was a lot of air bubbles that I had blown up into there. All right, I think I've caught my breath and ready to go again. Luckily, this is kind of a smaller one, but I definitely lose my breath blowing through this tubing on the really large ones. So definitely, hopefully in the next month or two, going to get that air compressor for airbrushing, and then it'll be a little airbrush gun thing. It'll be way better. Hey, shh, it's Trish. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Hope you're having a great day. How are you doing? Oh, is it your first time catching me live? All right. Well, welcome. I do every Tuesday and Thursday mornings, and then a few pop-up lives here and there whenever I get a chance throughout the week and during the weekend. But I'm always here Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. Hey, H7. Yes, I'm live. Welcome. Just been on about 15 minutes, so haven't missed too much. Yeah, good. I'm glad you are well. Yeah, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I'm just kind of out of breath trying to, this is aquarium tubing. Actually, I have a new package because our aquarium needed some new, so this is all it is, guys, from like the aquarium little section at the store. And it's, I cut a piece off. And so our aquarium needs new tubing. So I'll replace the aquarium tubing later today. And then I'm going to cut myself off a new little piece also for my projects as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I better take a break and catch my breath. All right. So I'm liking the colors. I'm really liking the colors. And I wasn't so sure. This is kind of experiment because these colors do work well together, except for when you're doing like this type of technique. So I wanted to see how well I could control my airflow. And because this green and the purple, they really mix together and make mud. So I've really tried to control the airflow and not try to mix those two colors. So I do have just a little bit of mixture there and a little bit of mixture there, but not bad. I think I've controlled the airflow pretty well to keep those green and the purple. And on the screen, it looks a little bit more yellow, but it is actually green. It's citron. Oh, awesome. Good. Yes, you were telling me about that. The fused glass jewelry. That is so awesome. Uh, different areas, Craigslist is more active. Up here near Portland, Oregon, Craigslist is very active, like the free section on Craigslist. And I know transportation would be kind of an issue, but if you could keep an eye on the Craigslist, I don't know how active it is in your area, and see if maybe there might end up being a free working one near you that you can get to and get. That would be super cool to, get one. All right, I'm going to I caught my breath. Now I'm going to finish up this last little bit, guys. All right, there we go. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for sharing out the stream. That is awesome. Yes, I want to get more people in here. That would be so awesome. I have been thinking about doing, I'm not ready to do it today, but maybe by my next live stream, maybe I'll do it. But what I've been thinking about doing is like whenever I hit 25 likes on my live stream, maybe I would do like a giveaway, a small little giveaway. I have these little, I paint these into magnets. And so like I could give away magnets or some of my smaller items. I would like to make some stickers up, and then I could give away stickers. But it would be super cool to start doing on my live streams whenever I hit some certain goal, like 25 likes. Then I would, after 25 likes, go ahead and do some sort of giveaway or something like that. That would be kind of neat. Oh, your neighbor and you are hitting the thrift stores next week. He is good at watching for a good deal. That is awesome. I hope you guys find a good microwave, because that'll be neat. Once you get your microwave and you start making the fused jewelry, will you be making videos on that so we can see the jewelry you're making? That'd be super cool. I would love to see that. All right, guys, I'm going to get a bunch of tiles. I have 4-inch tiles, and I have completed a bunch of these this week and gotten them assembled. But what I do is I paint like 3 that are somewhat matching. And then after they're all dry, I clear coat them. And then I put them on pieces of pallet board and make it kind of like a rustic kind of art piece. And they've been working out really well. Hey, different kind of minds. Welcome. Thank you. Have I made stickers before? I had some stickers made at Vistaprint, and honestly, I did not like the quality that were made, but I now have bought a Cricut machine, and so I'm hoping to actually eventually make my own stickers. But I have never made stickers before, no. I'm just starting to learn how to use my Cricut machine. Oh, you have AT&T different kind of minds that gives you lots of problems. Oh, that's terrible. Yes, I have Xfinity, and this is our new upgraded Xfinity. So let's hope that it is upgraded and we've got better service here. All right, I'm getting ready to pick out some colors. I'm trying to look around and decide, because I don't have all that many colors over here by me. Okay, let's go with now I gotta look for the little tack I just had to poke some of these. Oh, you're going to do a fused glass Friday. That'll be awesome. That'll be so awesome. And so you have Straight Talk. Yeah, I have for my cell phone, I do. I just go with the prepaid plans for cell phone. It's so much easier. Because I don't honestly talk on the phone very much at all. I don't ever have to get minutes. It's always having to get more data and more text messaging. So with me, I don't talk on the phone all that much. So a prepaid like Straight Talk works way better for me. Yeah, I definitely want to get, I have to figure out the Cricut to do the stickers. I still have to figure out a couple of bugs in the whole Cricut. Cricut is the die cutting machine that I have, for those that aren't familiar with that. And so I have a Cricut die cutting machine. And so if I wanted to do stickers, this one does not have very much in it. Let's try to get it to the end. But on that Cricut die cutting machine, I could design my own stickers and then print them and then cut them out with that machine. And that's what I was talking about, for those that aren't familiar with what a Cricut machine is. But yeah, I would like to start doing some sort of giveaway. Even before I get stickers made, I could give magnets or something. And so what I was thinking about is, like, when I'm doing live streams, for every 25 likes or, you know, something like that, I could give away a small item for whenever I hit that. Like do a pick a number between, or, you know, something like that sort of deal. Hey, Pharma Fanatic, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Today is Thursday, so tomorrow is Grow Friday, everybody. And so if you are looking to grow your channel and you're looking to kind of network and find some other channels that are kind of the vibe you're looking for, something you're wanting to watch, some new content, some new channels, head over to Farmall Fanatic. Farmall, I know that you guys have changed your schedule. Do you have your schedule for tomorrow's Grow Friday yet? Do you know what time you will be on? Because I've noticed you've been on a little bit different days. I mean, different times. Always on Friday, but different times. But yeah, if you guys are looking to grow your channel and find some new channels, Farmall is a great channel to check out. Okay, so the whole Grow Friday is from 12:30 Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. And I believe Farmall is on at 7:30 Eastern on Fridays. And then I've noticed he's come on a couple times during the day on Fridays. Probably just filling in. They're making a few schedule changes to the Grow Fridays. I know Linda's House of Chills is on that. Ralph's Trucking is on that. B&O Outdoors. I know I'm forgetting Grant McIntosh. Blood X, I think, are the lineup for Friday. I probably am missing somebody. I hope I'm not. And if I am, I don't mean to. You start with one channel and then you raid throughout the day. And if you keep an eye on the channels that I just mentioned, like Linda's House of Chill, and Linda is spelled Lynda, but Linda's House of Chill, she usually puts out like a schedule. She'll sometime this evening or first thing in the morning, she'll put out, like, on her community tab, a schedule and say, this is the lineup for Friday. So that's a great way of finding out, but I'm not sure who's gonna Oh, Farmo says that he is also going to post on his community tab the lineup. It's a great way to grow your channel if you're looking to grow your channel or find some other content to watch yourself of things you like. There's usually a great variety of channels in there, so you can find a little something for everyone. Oh, Amber was saying she did. She's out in the Tri-Cities of Washington, and she's yeah. I had Virgin Mobile. You Virgin Mobile is out there. I had Virgin Mobile for years, but when I went to upgrade my phone, it was just better to switch at that time and get a better deal at a different one of them to get a phone too. So now I've had a different one for quite some time. Hey, Mike the Greek, that's my husband. He's stopping in. How are you doing? All right. Hey, H7, I was wondering if you were there watching. I wasn't sure. It's so funny. These are all coming out of the same cup and coming out so dramatically different. And that's the cool. You never know. They're going to come out so different. It's how you pour it, how you layer it in there. So many different factors. But same colors, same cup, but coming out quite different. Yeah, Mike, I was just telling everybody about our internet we upgraded. And so you guys will have to tell me if it buffers. Hopefully, I'm probably jinxing myself by even saying anything. But you guys will have to let me know. I'm hoping that all those issues are done. No more. Oh, thank you, H7. Thank you. Oh, you're doing a lot more caulking. You're not going to be pressure washing. Mike thought it was going to be a pressure washing day, but they've added a little bit more work to the job, and so not going to be pressure washing today. Probably going to be pressure washing tomorrow. That's what I'm assuming is going to end up happening. We'll probably have to put just a little bit more paint in there for that last one. Is it raining? Is that why you're saying you're getting wet? I had to look outside because you say, I'm getting wet, but not even pressure washing. It's not raining here just yet. Looks like it could any second. It is quite gray outside. Which is kind of funny because I have family in from out of town. And of course, Washington's got to be doing its, rainy weather while the family's here out of town in mid-June. The poor family's going to be freezing, my aunt. They're not used to this colder weather in June. Oh, okay, yeah. The job Mike used to work for, he would do a lot of caulking jobs, but he hasn't really had to do that quite as much. Just throwing a little bit more paint in here, guys, for this last one. That's probably good. And it will probably turn out quite a bit different. And that's the cool thing is they're all different, even though they're from the same cup. Oh, good. It's looking good. Hopefully that'll do it. I don't understand because for the longest time we had pretty good internet. And then all of a sudden it decided to, the last like 3 weeks. I don't know how long it's been. But they're taking taking you to space? Awesome. Kind of a pastel coloring, candy colored space. Yeah, it's been way too long to have the internet issues for the amount we pay. So when Mike called yesterday, they were able to upgrade us. So hopefully this will do it. So the paint is starting to get kind of mixed in the cup. So this one I would say is a little bit muddied is what I kind of call it sometimes, where the colors they're not quite so crisp. But sometimes that's a nice look too when they've kind of mixed a little. But that's what's happened there a little towards the end of the cup. All right, let's see if yeah, we got an upgrade for cheaper. That was the great part about it. Little nebulas, yes. I'm not wanting too much cells. I want to make sure this is level. It doesn't look like it. All right. So what do you guys got going on today? What's everybody's plans and such? So I do have a couple of plaques to do, and I need to sand the edges just a little bit. Oh yeah, if you included a landline. Yeah, we don't do any of the bundles because we don't need a landline. We don't need cable or anything like that. We could maybe get a different deal if we added services, but we don't need them. We don't use them. So especially with summer here, we really don't we're not watching enough TV to really, count using cable and all that. So yeah, when you call and you talk to them, they always offer the bundles and tell us the deals you can get for the bundles. But we don't really do that because we don't need any of that extra service. Oh, H7, I was almost had that read, and then I looked up and I was trying to read it as fast as I could, and you retracted it. But yeah, I know what you were saying. I've been following on Facebook H7, so I kind of understand what you were saying. Do I like cells in my paintings? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, so these colors that I used here, you can actually kind of tell which color. There was only one color that had silicone, which created the more cells. The darker purple, which seemed to come out in this one. The darker purple was a little bit in each of them, but it really seemed to come out in this one, and that created a lot of cells. And so, sometimes it depends on the technique, the look I'm going for. Sometimes I'll want cells, but sometimes no, I don't want cells at all. So how I kind of do that is I don't tend to put silicone in my bottles very much. There's a couple that do, and I try to remember which ones have silicone. I usually put the paint in the individual cups as I go to pour, so I can kind of control but I use Floetrol, and Floetrol tends to give cells regardless of using silicone. I mean, a few, not too many. But yeah, I like them and I don't, if that makes sense. It depends. I try to control them when I can. All right, guys, got that one sanded. Gonna sand this one, but it just has one little spot. Yeah, I got what you were saying, H7. I just barely read it. Oh, you love the two corners? And isn't that funny how those are really cool. I like those ones too. that was the first one I poured out of that cup. And then this was the last one. And it was the one I had to add just a little bit more paint. So it's so interesting how they came out pretty matching with not even, with adding the paint. Oh, you love the cells? Yeah, I definitely do in certain instances. Then sometimes I really try not to in certain techniques, certain looks I'm going for. But like when I'm doing a dirty pour, when I'm doing just certain looks, I want the cells. Sometimes I want to control them to a certain area of the painting. And so that's what I'm kind of trying to concentrate on anymore. But like with this dirty pour, a lot of cells come out. It just depends on kind of your technique you're using. Yeah, it was cool that the beginning and the end ones end up matching. Not even like kind of intentionally, but not completely intentionally. All right, I'm going to push these ones off to the side, and I'm going to grab, and I'm going to do some light switch covers now. All right. My pans are starting to get just a little bit wonky. I don't know what happened. I kind of started coughing the last couple days. I don't feel like I'm getting a cold or anything. I just have kind of started coughing. So I'm not sure what that is all about. Okay. I think that's what I'll do. So what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to do white with just a little bit of a single color through them. I wish this would sit. I'm starting to have issues with my pans because I reuse them, and after reusing them for a while, they get kind of, I know I just said that. I'm repeating myself now. All right, I'm going to put, I know it's going to seem silly, but I'm going to put just white and pour a bunch of white over these. I'm going to put just a little bit of water in it. I need to water it down just a little bit for this technique. And I just keep water in one of these as well. But I keep distilled water in there. And I don't think, some people say you have to use distilled water anytime you're doing pour painting. I really don't think if you're going to mix up your paint, use a little bit of tap water and paint right away and it's going to dry, I don't think it's such an issue. The reason I make sure to use distilled water is because it's going to be mixed in these bottles for months and hanging around in these bottles for months. So I have a bigger risk of it molding or kind of souring the paint. So that's why I use distilled water, is because it's a little bit more of a bigger of an issue because I'm mixing them in the bottles that are going to hang around and not, the paint's not going to dry right away. It's going to hang out in months in the bottles. All right, guys, so this isn't going to look all that interesting. We're just going to cover these with white real quick. I'm going to do a couple of these back ones to start with. I was going to put it in a cup, but no use. I'll just get it spread out easier this way. Why was I going to put it in a cup? That's silly. Because I grabbed a cup at first to do this. I'm letting it drip on one because then it's not wasting as much paint and we can just use that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Farmall usually stops him when he's driving or working on the farm, the tractors and stuff. So I'm not sure if he's still here. He probably popped in and is probably gone. But yeah, that's a great, if you guys are looking to grow your channel, Fridays is the day. They do a lot of growth streams, they call them. I haven't been in as many anymore because I've been just so busy with other things, but I'll probably pop into a couple of them tomorrow. But they are super awesome to also find channels that you're looking to, because there's such a huge variety of channels. So you can very easily find, whatever niche of channels that you are kind of looking to watch. So I hope for those that is looking to grow your channel, you grabbed, subscribe to Farmall. He's the one. Farmall Fanatic, who was just in here a few minutes ago. And it's so cool to go to his streams. It's like an auction. He's hollering out everybody's. He's super quick with reading it and stuff. And his streams will be flying with chat. Oh, you wish you could get rid of your cell phone, Crafty Ladybug. Well, for so much for business that I don't really. But I mean, I don't talk on the phone a lot. I unless it's business stuff. I pretty much know if my phone rings, it's going to be my mother, my father, or business. Pretty much. All right. So now I'm going to just kind of put a little bit of purple in this. Well, I think I'll do this one back here first. Yeah, you guys can see that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of random purple. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to without getting my arm in the front one. Hey, Monica, how are you doing? Yeah, it was funny to see you on some of the others. Not funny, it was cool to see you on some of the other streams that I visit. All right. So just a little pop of purple on the white there. And then this one, I think I'm going to do. All right, a little bit of turquoise for this one. How are you doing today, Monica? Are you driving or are you stationary today? Yeah, I was surprised to see you over on like Nike Girls and some of the other ones. But it's awesome. It was great to see you over in some of the other streams. So I thought I would do, oh, hey, Amber, you're taking off? All right, yes. I hope you have a great day. And I hopefully will be popping on to a live stream, hopefully at some point this weekend is what I'm hoping to do. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. All right, I'm going to actually do this one because I've already gotten a bunch of white on it. So I thought I would do a bunch of these light switch covers in white with just like a pop of color like that. I'm just letting it drip purposely onto the other one because might as well use those drips for the next one. Why waste it? Somebody commented on one of my videos how much anxiety it gave them seeing me let it drip onto the other one. And I felt bad that it gave them anxiety, because you never know what's going to trigger anxiety for somebody. And I don't want to, give anybody anxiety. That's terrible. But I was like, oh gosh, that's terrible that that gave them anxiety. I do it on purpose. I'm just trying to not waste as much as possible. So I'm going to do now some matching ones. So I'm going to do one in purple and one in turquoise of the single to match. All right. Oh, you're not driving currently. All right. Caught you at a good time. A lot of times while I'm streaming, Monica happens to be driving during that time. All right. So what I was kind of going for these ones is to, I have so many that are just covered in color. Sometimes people might want just that pop of color. Turn it around so I can easily get a hold of this one. I haven't done the blown technique on the light switch covers. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. So I'm glad it's working out. It looks like it's working out pretty well, and that makes me happy. Yeah, everything's pretty good. My mom is actually feeling so much better. I mean, she's definitely still in pain. She broke her back. I think you were in when I think you were in the live stream the other day when I told everybody that my mom she fell and broke her back. But for a good week, maybe a little less, she was in extreme pain. And just in the last couple of days, she's been able to kind of control the pain a little bit. And so she's been having a little bit more relief and a little bit easier time just in the last 24, 48 hours. So that's been a huge relief, because that's terrible to see somebody in so much pain. And it wasn't a break where they could really do surgery, but it was a definite fracture. So she just kind of has to deal with the pain. There's nothing they can really do for her. Oh, thank you, H7. Yeah, it was a super scary injury. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were in there the other day when I was talking about that. Yeah, she actually went to the hospital once and they didn't x-ray. They just diagnosed, because she had happened to be the same day she fell, she got a new mattress. And so they blamed her new bed and said, nah, your back's hurting because your new bed. And then she went back to the doctor and said, it's still hurting bad. And that's when they x-rayed and said, oh, yeah, you broke your back. So I felt bad for her at first, because she kind of felt like they didn't believe her at first, that she was in that much pain. But all they needed to do was an x-ray, and then it was clear as day. And the sad thing is my mom is not one to complain. Like she had her knee replacement and didn't even take pain pills except for the first 24 hours of a knee replacement. So she is not one to complain about pain. So that's when I knew when she was really complaining about her back. Something was serious. But yeah, I'm just super glad the last couple of days she's been able to get some pain relief. Okay, you can sure tell the difference. So the turquoise does not have any silicone. And you can see that the Floetrol does create a few cells, and the blowing technique, that'll just create a few cells. Now the purple had silicone in it. You can definitely tell the difference. It created more of a cell look than that wispy kind of cells. And that'll create just a few more. And then I like, because the purple does kind of sink a little bit. You can see in this one that I did first, the purple has sunk down, just mellowed out just enough. So it will sink just slightly here and mellow out just a little bit, but not too much. It's kind of a nice effect. Oh yeah, she's definitely a tough gal. Yes, for sure. So to hear her complaining like that, I knew something was wrong. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Monica. I've been wanting to do this, just white and a pop of color on these for a while, and I just haven't gotten a chance. So I'm glad it is working out. This one is like, okay, it needs to go over. You guys will probably see me get some new aluminum pans soon. These are driving me bananas. Unless I can get these, the goal is to get these shaped right, and so they sit level. All right, so we'll do this one. Now I got to grab a different color. What color should I? I'm almost thinking about trying a black one, trying to see about blowing black. Let's try that on this one. See if we make gray or if we make some, we'll have to just see. We might just make gray. And my white is watered down a little bit more than I normally would to make this really flow on here. Let me wipe this white on this one. I don't want to waste as much as possible. All right. Hey, art and crafting lady, welcome. I'm doing really well. How are you doing? Green. Okay. I only have citron right here. I only have a light green. You missed the other day. Let me find. Where did I set that? Do I have it by me? I do. Let me show you the green one I did the other day. Oh, it's not adjusting the color. It's green and pearl. So it has a real nice shiny sheen to it. But that's the green one that I did the other day. And I did a green cross, but it's already sold. That is pearl and green. That's that mermaid green we had talked about before. I wish it would show the right color. It doesn't seem like the color's adjusting right. You're doing good, much better now. All right, well, that's good. You like the purple one the most, Robert? Yeah, those turned out really nice. I like those too. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out, Robert. I wasn't sure if you were still about. Thank you. All right, I am going to try some black on this one, and then we'll experiment with this one in a minute. Oh, nothing I need to answer. I can get back to that in a little bit. My phone was starting to ring, but it's okay. Poking a hole in the top. Sometimes they get... I'm trying to get more of a line, and it just wants to give dots. Ooh. Oh, yeah, now it come out. Better give some even it out a little. Okay, we need to get some of that off there. It really came out all of a sudden. It was clogged, and then all of a sudden it was not clogged. All right, that should do it. I just needed to get a little bit of that black off there. Yes, I love the light switch covers, and especially for people that rent, it's a great way for them to add a little bit of color and spice up their place just by replacing a couple of screws and not having to paint the walls, or, you know, sometimes in rentals you can't do that. Yeah, sometimes you can't even hang up artwork in rentals. So it's an easy way to kind of add a little bit of pop of color. I don't know. The black's all right. It almost looks like cow, like spots on a cow. Are you making a funny? I don't know. The black was okay. I definitely didn't get gray. I mean, there's slightly, but not much. It just, the black is a very dense color, and it's hard to get to blow around because it wants to just stay put. I think maybe watering it down maybe would have helped me a little bit, but I also don't want to water my black down too much. Yeah, that one, it's coming across as kind of a deep blue. It's actually a turquoise, but I see it's coming across a little bit different on the camera. Let's see if that's, I guess leaving it that way would be better. I'm trying to get it where I can reach it better. I'm kind of directionally challenged, I guess, here. Jellyfish shapes, yes. I did a jellyfish video way back a few months ago, and honestly, I hate how that turned out. I think I've actually painted over that painting. I don't even think I have it anymore. I painted over it. So I am planning a new jellyfish video, and yes, I'm going to incorporate some of the this blue technique in doing the jellyfish video. Just let my finger kind of help it get where it needs to go. Get some of this excess off my hand. I definitely watered the white down though. It is fluidy. All right. So this one, I think I actually am going to do a couple of colors. I really like that the silicone is in the purple and giving us those. All right. And maybe all right. And then I'll have to go grab some green to do some more green. I have Citrog sitting here next to me, but I don't have a good green sitting next to me. Yes, acrylic skin. Oh, I'll have to show you in a minute. Just a second. Okay, and it's just a dot of purple right here. And a dot maybe right here. Okay. Torch it a little bit, not too much. I guess I'll torch them all because I can't remember which ones I torched and which ones I didn't. So we'll just torch them all. All right. So let me go grab a couple of the pendants and I will show you what I did. And I'm going to grab green. It'll take me 2 seconds. Just a moment, guys. It's just across the room. All right. Just a moment. Okay, I got some green and I got some pendants. So I've knocked into the camera, but that's okay. The internet. I think it's doing pretty good. What do you guys think? I have not noticed any buffering or nobody has mentioned it. So I think we're doing pretty good. I hope I don't jinx it. But so here is one pendant that's done with skins. I have a whole bunch. And I've been trying to get pictures of these to get them online. And but it's so hard to get a good picture of these with these glass cabochons to not get glare on them. It's been the hardest thing. I dropped that one, but that's okay. It's all right. But so yeah, I've been trying to get good pictures of them, but it's really hard with the glare back at you. But I'm working on it. And so yeah, I've made those pendants. I've used my die cutting machine, my Cricut, to cut out shapes of the skins. And I've been also making taking the skins and making on photo paper and doing those, cutting them out. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, H7 says no issues yet this stream. That is hopefully, I don't know what, hopefully this new upgraded internet will do it. So I'm trying to get some cups out to get the plaques down. I don't have any more pans sitting here. So I'm just going to do it right here on, let it drip. Yeah, we upgraded it, and then they also said that they were fixing issues in our area. So hopefully that worked. Definitely. All right, so I'm going to do this here in white, green, the mermaid green. This is my favorite green I've been working with, is that mermaid green. Oh, I gotta make sure that you guys can even see what I'm doing. Let's make sure we're in frame. I can move you guys a little bit. Make sure you guys can even see. Silly. Just adjusting things, guys. That's a little bit better for you guys. Art and crafting lady, no. The notifications, they changed the notifications the other day, the whole system. And I did a live stream on this, but you probably didn't get the notification that I did the live stream on the notifications. But no, they changed their whole notification system. And so when they switched over to this new system, and I guess they're still in the switch, H7 was mentioning when they did the switch for the new notification system, it doesn't seem to be on the computer or laptop. The switch seems to only be on the mobile so far, on phones and mobile devices. So what it is now you have an option. You have 3 options, and you can press if you want to get all of everyone's of someone on a channel. When you go to press the little bell, there's options now at the little bell. You can get all notifications. You can get personalized, and that's if YouTube feels you need to be notified by that channel, or you can get no notifications. So when they did that update and added those options, a bunch of people's notifications got switched and got taken away. So you have to go back through and make sure any channel you want to see, you're still on the bell and hit the notifications for. It's many, many, many channels that are not sending out notifications anymore because of the big switchover. So it's just, you know, YouTube doing their updates like they always do. We're going to be almost out of white for this one too. But I probably, am not explaining it very well, but you could go back to that live stream. It was only like a 15-minute live stream because I wanted to keep it short so people could visit back and see what the changes were. You could check out my live stream, or there's a couple of other like YouTube gurus or channels that do things that are all about, you know, like how to do your channel on YouTube. But Alan Spicer, he's an amazing channel that does a lot of stuff on the updates to YouTube and any changes YouTube makes, or, you know, how to get views, or, you know, all those sort of like videos. He does those. And so he did a video on it, and he explains it so much better than I. So if you want to check out a channel called Alan Spicer, he explains the whole notification system change pretty well. I'm going to torch this one before I tilt it. And some people, you can do that either way. You can torch it before you tilt it or after. I'm opening up the cells before I tilt to try to just get a little bit bigger cells as I tilt. Hard to stay on frame anymore because I've got so many paintings around me drying. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to stay conscious if I'm on frame or not. I'm going to need to add just a little bit more paint on this one, but that's okay. I'm trying to be conscious of not dripping on the light switch covers I have over here next to me too. So, okay, I need to get just a little bit more. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, YouTube's always making upgrades and changes and stuff. It's hard to keep track of all the different changes they make. But if there's any other channels that you haven't been getting notifications for, you might want to go back and double check, because when they did that switch, when they did that upgrade, unfortunately, a lot of channels the notifications aren't working for. So you got to go back and double check. Getting paint everywhere, guys. I don't know about this one. I think I used way, way, way too much white. It's nice. It's subtle. But I honestly wish I wouldn't have used quite so much white. And I'm going to try to rescue it here. We're going to do something. I'm almost out of this cobalt blue. I wish I had more blue here. Trying to get just the last of the blue out, guys. So what's everyone got going on today? What is everyone doing today, this weekend? What do you got coming up? We're going to be going with family here from out of town. We want to show them, you know, all their local sites. So like when people come here from out of town, some of the places we take them is up to Mount St. Helens. We live very, very close to Mount St. Helens. I'll try to get a video of up at the viewing place, and you know, so you guys can see what I'm talking about, how close I live to Mount St. Helens. Mount St. Helens is the big mountain that erupted a volcano in 1980. And so usually when people come from out of town, that's one of the things we do is we go to Mount St. Helens. I can't decide, guys, if I want to. Do I want to mess with this one, or do I want to leave it and move on to the next one? I can't decide. I don't really like it, but there's parts of it that I do like. So yeah, we're going to take the family to Mount St. Helens. We're going to take them over to Portland, Oregon. And few places. I can't decide. I'm going to just leave it. Let me set it aside, though, out of your guys's. Then we can get to the next one. That's that was my thing. I wasn't real sure because that's why I put some more in it, and I kept kind of like second guessing. You could probably see me kind of like, that's exactly what I was thinking about, is the small ribbon across it. Let's bring it back for just a minute. I'm going to leave the cups over here, but I'm going to hold it and do it. I did it. I went ahead and did it. Now I'm just kind of stretching it out just a little bit, not much. All right, guys. What do you think? Did I add to it or did I take away from it? I like one side of the ribbon and not the other side of the ribbon. But I think I should stop messing with it, though. And then I say that, I'll say, I should stop messing with it. But what I'll do is after I end the live stream, I'll still go back and mess with things. I always end up doing that. All right, so we got one that's oval here. Oh, hey, Alicia. Welcome. Yes. You think I should run a stick through it? I have the end of my, just a second. I think through part of it. I'm going to do it and then I'll show you guys on camera. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I kind of like started to, I'm like, I'm wondering if I should blow out the one edge of it though. Where did the thing go to blow on? There it is. I don't know. I think I'm just messing it up at this point. How are you doing, Alicia? I'm so glad you were able to stop in. Yes, these are wood plaques. These are 5 by 7 inch plaques. That's what I have today. Yes, I could. In just a moment, I'll mess with that other one. I can't decide. We'll do a flip cup. We haven't done a flip cup in a little while, guys. Well, I haven't done a flip cup on a live stream. Oh, okay. So this is your second channel, Alicia. Okay. And so you're trying to you're focusing on this one now? And subscribe to this one too. Cool. All right. So what is it still going to be, the kind of crafts and stuff? Or are you doing, I noticed you were doing a little bit more food stuff, or what is this now going to be focused on? Sorry, guys, just a moment, trying to get the edge there. So you're going to do the mukbangs and vlogs. Okay. Let me just see if I got this edge over here. Almost. Okay. Let me torch it. The darker purple has the silicone, so when I torch it, it probably will do some things. This one has some really nice lacing, is what that's called, when the white is just kind of laced over the top. And so this one ended up with some really nice lacing effects. Oh, hey, Foraging Seeker, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, are you trying to see which channel makes you some money first? All right. Still a little bit of turquoise popping up through here. I'm going to help this purple along there. And I'm going to help this turquoise along over here. That just kind of helps it pop up through. I have sure made a mess today. I thought I made a mess the other day on my live stream, but I've made a mess today. All right, you're just going to see which one makes you some money first. That sounds like a good plan. All right. I'm trying to see where I can move this to so I can continue on with a few. Quite the mess. Moving this one back behind me, or back in front of me. How often do I replace the drip sheets? I have still been using the same ones these ones were bought maybe a year and a half ago, but I have some of the same ones I've been using for 4 years. So not very often at all. I'm getting to where I'm going to have to pretty soon, because I see what I do is I peel all the paint out, periodically. But the problem is they just do not have a good structure anymore. Starting to kind of warp. And so now they're not so even. They're tilting a little bit. But I'm going to attempt to bend them back into place. And if I can't bend them back into place, then I will probably have to replace some of them. But I try to reuse them for years. I try to reuse the cups, everything. I just realized the other day that my original package of plastic cups that I bought like 5 years ago to do this, I only have 2 left. So that same package of plastic cups had lasted me about 5 years of painting. Oh, replace that all times. Usually I don't have poster board. What I usually have is a Dollar Tree plastic tablecloth, and then it can be re-wiped. But unfortunately, I ran out of those, so I just threw a piece of poster board. So it's just paper, kind of cardstock like. So it'll need to be replaced right away. But normally I have a plastic tablecloth to where I can wipe it and clean it, periodically. That's what I prefer, is to be able to just wipe it down and clean it instead of throwing away and replacing every time. I'm trying to balance having a nice surface for you guys to watch, not having a big old dirty surface every time, but also balance that with having saving the environment as much as I possibly can, and not using, trying to be as sustainable as possible. You need to find a way to buy supplies to keep doing what you do. Jewelry and paper crafting. Oh, I know about that. It's always a battle to keep buying supplies. If you guys have noticed, I haven't used canvases in my live streams for a little while. It was getting too expensive to constantly be using canvases in live streams. So I need to figure out a way to well, also I have this big sale coming in July 6th, and so I'm trying to just save everything for that sale. That's the priority right now with my supplies. Okay, I had to real quickly start doing a magnet because I had way too much paint on there. It was going everywhere. Oh, you're really liking that one? Awesome. I am not going to torch it because I know if I torch it, it's going to have that little, I don't know, Monica, if you've ever dealt with that, if you have white underneath, it'll have little specks of white everywhere. And with this one, I'm really not wanting those little specks of white, so I am not going to torch that one. I mean, I've got white cells popping up, but it'll be little specks if I torch it. Are you able to sell on your Etsy? I know you have an Etsy, Alicia. Do you sell any on there to be able to get more supplies? That's what I mainly use when I make sales on Etsy. I use that money to buy my new supplies. Or mainly when I sell art, I use that to get new supplies for art. How's your Etsy doing? Yeah, I try to control the little white specks, and this one has a lot of white popping up through it. So I know if I torch that, it'll just be little tiny white specks. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to torch it or anything. And so I've ran out of white that I had mixed up, guys. So now I'm just throwing some color in here in this. I'm going to do another tile, but I threw some black in there too. but it's the same cup, so it's still going to have a little bit of white in it. Oh yeah, I've had to deal with that, Alicia. I've had to sell my supplies too. You know, life just sometimes happens, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I understand that. I hope you guys get a little bit of break in life and are able to accumulate some supplies again. Do you guys have a Goodwill down by you or over by you? Actually, you're on the other East Coast, aren't you? I think out towards the East Coast. We have Goodwill that you can buy per a pound. And a lot of times they'll have a lot of beads and a lot of craft supplies right there at the Goodwill. And I pay per a pound for them. That's a real fun. I like to do that. You can find lots of fun supplies there. I found paint one day. Okay. I'm trying to just gently, guys, because I don't want to lose the, I've got real nice effect popping up. And if I do it real, I'm going to lose my paint off the side. So I'm trying to kind of gently on this one, guys. All right. Oh yeah, definitely. You got to have money for that to even anything like that. But I mean, for here, by 89 cents per pound. So, I mean, and even 89 cents, I know some people don't, but it's, yeah, 89 cents per pound. And I've gone in there with $1 and been able to walk out with a good supply of jewelry and beads and paper crafting supplies and stuff. So that's too bad you guys don't have one of those out there. I wish you guys had one of those. They're super fun Goodwills to buy per the pound. Show you guys that one, and then I'm going to get it moved over. But there's also so many ways to recycle and reuse. And are you on Pinterest, Alicia? Are you on Pinterest? Because Pinterest has so many amazing ideas on doing upcycling and using recycled materials to make things. And yeah, Michael's is expensive though. We have Michael's too. And I do use Michael's every once in a while. Make sure to use a coupon if you ever use Michael's. They're expensive. But yeah, you use Pinterest? Pinterest has lots of amazing ideas for making crafts with, you know, just recycled items. And that's always fun too. I like to recycle and reuse and upcycle. And hey, Mr. Doughboy, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. My husband really enjoys your channel. He's telling me all about it. Well, I've been on your, I'm the one that told my husband about your channel to begin with. But my husband's a coin collector, so he really enjoys some of the things that you've made with coins. Just using up some of my paint from my earlier pours that are in the cups today. Just finishing up some magnets. Yes, Mr. Doughboy's channel is awesome. My husband has been really enjoying checking out others' channels. He's been in some of the chat rooms and checking out. So if you guys see Mike the Greek, that's my husband. I'm trying to get, these are all come on a sheet with this stuff, this backing. So I'm trying to get it pulled off there. I'm just trying to see which ones, the cups I still have paint in, what colors I need to use. I really like this one turned out, very mermaidy. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Mr. Doughboy? Oh, are you taking off, Monica? You got to go drive somewhere. All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out with us. I'm glad you were able to hang out for a little while before you had to take off. I'm actually kind of towards the end of my stream as well. I'm just now kind of using up some of the paint that we use today, and that's about it. Using up some of the that I've already got in the cups. So I'm just getting a little bit in here to turn it over onto this one. Kind of galaxy colors, like that larger tile I just did. Oh, good. Yes, it's always good to see you, Monica, too. Thank you so much for coming in. Are you listening, Alicia? All right. Yes, I will be getting off here pretty soon. I'm almost done. I've been on for an hour and 40 or hour and 38 minutes already. Trying to get this where you guys can see it, but where I don't drip on the others. Oh, this one's turning out very nice. And these are just small, very, very small ceramic tiles that I then put a magnet on the back and turn them into a refrigerator magnet. There's kind of a galaxy one. Everywhere here. Hey, Space Galleria, how are you doing? How is the milk painting? Have you gotten some of that milk paint? Well, I did see a stream where you said you were experimenting with it. So is the milk paint working better for you? I know you were having issues with allergies to your paint. And that's super, super hard. When I first started painting with the fluid acrylics, I had allergies to one of my pouring mediums, but thankfully there's so many different pouring mediums on the market that I was able to find a different one and switch pouring mediums to one that I wasn't allergic to. But that's why I do not use, a lot of people use glues in their pouring mediums. I can't. I'm allergic to adhesives and glues. So I would get hives from just head to toe hives for days. And so, no, Mike, no internet issues. I don't think we've had any internet issues this whole stream. I think it's been working awesome. Knock on wood. Thank you. But so you've been using Space Galleria. You say you've been using the milk paint and you're not liking the dry look. Is it something that maybe once you varnish a painting or seal it, maybe the colors will come back out? Because I know that, yeah, it kind of has a little bit, well, I guess milkier look to it when it dries, kind of a chalkier look almost. Yes, Alicia. Mr. Doughboy is asking if this is a different channel for Alicia. This is the channel that she's going to try to really grow the most. This one she's on here with. She's just kind of experimenting and seeing what will grow a channel the best. Hey, Luli, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I am just chatting a few more minutes and then I will be getting off of here. But I've done several tiles, a couple of plaques, a light switch covers, quite a few light switch covers. So yeah, I've done quite a few things. Oh no, you're all right, Alicia. Yeah, that's why I answered for you. And sometimes it's easier for me to just say it and explain it than for you to have to type it all out. Oh, Space Galleria, you're saying they look like, oh, I'm sure. You're so talented. There's no way anything that you're painting is looking like a second grade project, even if you have supplies you're not so used to. You're so talented. There's no way. It's got to look great. But I know how it is working with a new product. Have you sealed any of them? Maybe the color will come back out a little more in it. I know with the pour paints, when it dries, sometimes it dries and dulls a little bit. And then I can bring the color back out by put a coat of sealant on it. So I don't know if that'll help you any, but I don't know. I hope you can figure it out, because that's a huge problem when you're allergic to the medium that you're used to working with. Yeah, sealing them is the next option. Okay. Hopefully that'll bring out kind of the vibrant colors again. Yeah, the tiles are really, this one here is really standing out. It's really looking like galaxy. And this one, I'm not sure if you guys can see the lacing through the purple. There's like turquoise lacing up through the purple. That's really cool. And then I took some light switch covers and I just put white back here. You can kind of see them. And I just put white and then just a little bit of colors and then kind of blew the colors to kind of wispy look to them. But mainly just try to keep them white and bright. Oh, you didn't have a working camera. Oh. You know what, Space Galleria? So I was watching your live stream the other day. You were painting. I never realized that you're painting in a store, in a shop, because you had customers come in and then you were talking to the customers and stuff. That is so awesome. I didn't realize that you were painting in a shop. So is that your shop there, or is that just where you work? It sounded like, oh, it is your shop. Okay, it sounded like a really cool shop. I was listening to you explain some of your stuff to customers that came in. So that was really cool. I didn't realize that. I thought maybe you were just like in a studio or something, but it was cool to hear you also interact with some of your customers at the same time. Oh, your shop is named Space Galleria. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, the other light switches. And the problem is I don't have these on, they're not on trays, so I can't really move them. They're kind of stuck there for a little while. But what I'll do, Lily, is I'll take a picture and I'll put it on Instagram. I'll take a picture and get them on Instagram, and then you'll be able to see those. I should just do that now before I forget. Every time I forget. I'm going to take a couple of pictures and put them over there on Instagram. I forget every time. But so yeah, I'll throw some pictures over there on Instagram here in just a moment. But so I have been on here an hour and 45 minutes, guys. I do have a bunch of things I got to get to today. I got to get over to the post office and I got to do my errands. I usually save all my running around and my grocery shopping and all that for Thursdays. So it's Thursday, so it's running errand day, doing all the things out and about. All right, Lily. Yeah, thank you so much. I will. I'll put them over on Instagram. And over on Instagram, I'm just Whimsy Creek Art, guys. Same name over here. Pretty much same name on all the social media. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm going to try to pop on sometime this weekend. I'm not going to promise, I don't know, but I'm going to try to get on and do a live stream sometime this weekend. If not, I will be back next Tuesday. You got to do some grocery shopping too, Alicia. Yeah, I got to go do that. So it's no fun. I hate that. I'd rather stay home and just be painting away. Oh, is Pusa Studios live right now? Hey, is Pusa Studios? Yeah, I think they are live. Hey, guys, go over to Pusa Studios, raid them, say it's a whimsy raid. Let's go raid somebody. We've never raided anybody. So I'm going to end my live stream. Head over to Pusa Studios if you can and raid them. Say it's a whimsy raid. So go check out Pusa Studios, guys. It's PUSA Studios. So go check them out. I think they're live right now. And you guys have a great day. And let's go raid Pusa. So you guys have an awesome day. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Go raid Pusa. Pusha, actually. I should say it right. Pusha Studios.